Hello everyone, this is a comparison of four different Decora / Rocker switches. So we will be comparing on the rocker action and the terminal for Leviton from Home Depot, Eaton from Lowe's, Legrand from Lowe's, Utilitech from Lowe's. So I wanted to replace all the switches in my house, and I went to Home Depot and bought the Decora switches. And the option that Home Depot was Leviton and other versions of Leviton, more expensive ones. And so I bought the one that was around $15 for 10 switches. So this is the one. But when I started installing them, they didn't feel good. And I was like, okay, there has to be a better option. So I went on the Home Depot website, and there were better options, but they all cost a lot more, maybe 3 or 4 times more. And when you want to replace all the switches in the house, it kind of adds up. And I didn't see a point of replacing, because I would be replacing many of them with the smart switches anyways. So I looked YouTube, but didn't find any comparison video. So if you take Leviton from Home Depot's, this is the rocker action. And this is the terminal. So terminal is all right. The rocker action does feel cheap. So I'm sure some people will spend a lot more for a more satisfying rocker action. So then I went to Lowe's to see what options they have. And they have Eaton. The terminals are fairly similar to Leviton. The rocker action is also very similar to Leviton. The good thing about Eaton is this notch. When you install it under the plate, it does make it look nicer because there's no gap, so it doesn't look dark. And this definitely looks nicer, but the rocker action is very similar to Leviton. Then the next one is Legrand. This is my favorite switch. So this looks the nicest. This is matte finish. It looks the nicest. The rocker action is the most satisfying one. And the plate connections are just as good as any of the previous two. So the rocker action is nicer, the plate connections are good. So this is my favorite switch. It looks the nicest, and the matte finish is what I like. It doesn't have a line in between, so it's personal preference, but the rocker action is definitely more satisfying. The last one is Utilitech. So I bought it from Lowe's.com. It doesn't have any mention of Utilitech, so it's one of the generic Chinese one. I would definitely skip it. The rocker action is nothing. It's fairly similar to Leviton and others, maybe inferior a little bit, but the terminals don't have the plate where you could put the wire underneath two of the plates. So I just don't find it anything with this special, so I would rather skip it. Of the four switches, I do find that Legrand is my favorite one, and so this is the one I will be buying to basically replace all the switches in my house. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.